Hello, hello, and welcome to another episode of Dr. Marcia's Lounge. I am your host, Dr. Marcia. So excited to be back with you once again. And before we do anything else, I'm asking that you like, comment, share, subscribe, tell the world. You know how to do it. Make sure everyone knows about Dr. Marcia's Lounge. You can follow me on YouTube. Just put it in the search and you will find me there. I am here this evening with one of my good friends. I'm so excited to have her on the show. Listen, y'all talk about me having a lot of jobs. My friend got a lot of jobs too. That's how it is when you have, when you're trying to make things happen, you hang around other people who are making things happen. So she is a realtor. She is an event space owner. You heard me. Event space owner. Okay. She is a prayer warrior. Honey, you want to send up, as the old folks say, some timber. Call my friend Donna. She'll send that timber right on up, baby, and get you right straight. She's a chef. Child, she cooked some meatballs for my birthday and chicken wings. And I get excited just thinking about it. Those people at my party, they ate good. And so she does, and everything she does in excellence. So please join me in welcoming my friend Donna Woodards. And I'm going to let her tell you a little bit more about herself. And then we're just going to chat. You know how we do.
Hello, America. Good evening, everybody. As Marcia said, my name is Donna Woodards. I've been cooking for probably since I was in my early 20s. So that's my passion. I've always loved to cook. I do catering, as well as I am a real estate agent, 23 years in real estate. I've done 12 years in new homes, so well versed in it, and I really love it as well. It's just not my passion, but I do love it. Will take care of my clients. Event space owner is my newest baby. I am the owner of Studio 107 in Snellville. Would love to have plenty of you there. Which one did I forget?
I think that's everything. But tell them exactly where Studio 107 is.
Studio 107 is at 1990 Main Street East in Snellville. It's directly behind the Sitco and Mellow Mushrooms on 78. Not far from Grayson Parkway.
Okay, so if you're looking for a beautiful, and I've been to a couple of events there, if you're looking for a beautiful venue space, she's going to give you her contact information more towards the end because we're going to make you wait, save the best for last. But you can go on there and reserve her space, but you better do it quickly because it's filling up. I see all the events that she has going on. So today, what I really wanted to talk to you about was just getting into this space of following your passion and following what you love because and it changes. That's what I tell people. Yeah. Sometimes your passion might be here and then it's going to be there, and that's fine. So tell us about how you really identified your passion and what just makes you just go hard for it.
Originally, and I would say in my early 20s, I always wanted to have an event venue. So I lived in New Jersey, and so in New Jersey, I used to ride past this one building, and I said, I want to get that building for an event space. Prior to that, I would just help people with their venues or help somebody with a party, a backyard wedding, just helping people just do different things. And I loved it because to me, it wasn't work. So,
and that makes a difference when you're doing something that's it's work, but it's not.
Yes, and I loved it. It was just like a love, and I love being creative. And sometimes it just comes to my mind. It comes to something to come to me, and I'm like, let's try this or let's try that.
Right.
And it comes out good. So I'm like, okay, that's good. So, working in real estate for a while, doing my catering business, I joined a group that was showing me the ins and outs of the event space. And I was looking for a while. It takes a while. Sometimes you can get discouraged, but it was like, okay, I'm going to find this space.
Yeah.
So the prayer warrior, forgot that part. So, but the prayer warrior that I am, I was in, last year I went to Aruba for my birthday. And when I was there, I told my family, I'm going to find my event space when I get back. So
you spoke, y'all. I keep telling you, words are powerful. Yes. She spoke it into existence. Be careful what you say.
Yes.
And say what you mean.
That's it.
So she spoke it into existence. Yes. Okay, go ahead.
Yes. So I remember, and the Spirit came and said, go back to where you were at before. So I was in Sam's and I said, I'm going to go home. Then I was like, oh, wait, I got to go where I was at before.
Uh-huh.
So I went to this one spot. Went past there, called the guy. He never used to return calls. He still didn't until today, and that was last September.
He's lost.
Yes. So I went to this space where I'm at now, but I went to a different space, a different building and unit, and I said, oh, somebody already has that. So as I was getting in my car, I looked and I said, let's say for sale or lease. And I went over there and I'm like, it is. So I'm looking inside and I'm like, I said I wanted somewhere that was more turnkey. I didn't have to do a full reno.
Right.
And I said, let me see. So I'm going to go back. I said, because Lord, you told me to look where I came before.
Uh-huh.
And I said, if I go around the back and it has this pull-up door, because I have a lot of rental with my rentals as well. And they had the pull-up door. I was like, Lord, I just start praising them. And I said, Lord, if this is for you, you're going to make it work. So
that's awesome.
Yes.
So not only does she have the event space, you can rent items. And you know how we do, y'all. Sometimes we have these ideas and we just don't have the right pieces. You can rent the pieces from her. Okay? So I told you, she's a round away girl. She got everything that's round away.
Yes,
so that's just awesome. And you said something else earlier when we were talking. You said it's a family affair.
Yes.
It's a family affair. So I'm going to let her share a little bit about how her family supports this event. This event space is beautiful. I wish we should have gotten pictures up, but you'll follow her and you'll see them. But tell us how your family supports your event space.
So, well, my daughter, she's a baker, so she does a lot of the baking.
Good cakes too.
My son, he's a DJ.
Good music.
So DJ Fade, he does the DJing. So between Desserts by Dion and DJ Fade, they support it. They're coming in. People use them as well. So us as a unit, it's more like your one-stop shop. You can get your rental pieces, your DJ, your cake, and depending if I'm doing decor or not, I may cater it. If I'm doing decor, I'm not catering.
We had that conversation. We're both laughing because she was like, "Whoo!" But she at one of the events that she did the catering, the decor, setup, breakdown, and she said, "I'm not." But see, that's part of the learning process.
Yes, it is.
And as we continue to grow as business people, we have to learn that it's okay not to do everything by yourself.
It is.
And but isn't it funny how in the beginning you try to take on everything?
It was, and it's and still sometimes some of the things I still do. I tell people because eventually I'm going to pass them on to somebody. I don't want to be like some of the managers and supervisors I've had. They want to tell you what to do and they don't know what to do. So my thing is I want to know what to do.
Yeah.
So that way in the event I'm like I can jump in if I need to, or I can tell somebody I delegate because I've been there before. I can know how long it takes. So sometimes you have to do it. Then you can start delegating.
Yeah, and that's y'all. Tell my friend to pray for me because that's one of the things I struggle with is delegation. Because we do when you have a creative mind.
Yes.
And I was sharing with one of my sister friends the other day that sometimes I just want to turn the switch off in my mind because when you're creative, you have all these thoughts, all these ideas, and you're like, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. What if I did this? What if I did that? And so then it becomes, for me, I'm just speaking for me, it becomes a little difficult to delegate because I'm like, well, she don't know exactly because it's in my head. I can't even tell you what it looks like. I just know. But I have found as I'm growing, and it is a process, when I delegate, I feel better about the things that I'm doing.
Yes.
Lighter. Lighter. That's a good word. I feel lighter. And I also feel like you have to take that off of yourself or you're going to really end up hurting yourself.
That's true. Most definitely. You'll be burnt out.
Yeah, that.
And then you'll be no good for anybody.
And then you won't be able to follow your passion anymore because you're burnt out. So that's one thing that I recommend because I'm going to ask Donna to share some of her recommendations for business owners. But I recommend that you get to the point that you can delegate. Okay. So what other recommendations do you have for business owners?
Regardless of how much you think you're organized, because I consider myself a very well organized person. When you start doing stuff, and especially if you write it on a piece of paper that's not the book that you have, so it's like a sticky here, a piece of paper here, and then when
the back of an envelope.
Yes. And you have it all together. Then when you're looking for something, you're like, where did I put it? Where did I put it?
Yeah, yeah.
So I created a book, and I said, in this book, I'm taking all those loose papers.
Uh-huh.
I got a binder. I put loose leaf paper and dividers, so that way
Smart.
I can put my notes, and I'm going to write each one of them in here. Because right now I'm looking for this lady's number who was doing a paint and sip. I was going, I don't know where it's at. I'm trying to Google and can't find it. If I had that book, I would find it.
But see, that is a simple way to organize. You don't have to go.
Mhm.
I mean, for the people who do all these fancy organizers, I'm not saying anything again, but a binder,
Mhm.
some notebook paper,
Mhm.
a pen.
Mhm. Yep.
That's an easy way to start,
That
and it's
is.
something that you can organize the way that best fits you.
Exactly.
Good. That's a
Mhm.
good tip, y'all. So go
Mhm.
get some. I was gonna say Office Depot, but Office Depot, we need you to sponsor us. We giving you this free advertisement, telling
Okay.
people, okay, Office Depot, where are you? But that's one thing to do. And here's another piece of advice that I have, and that's follow up.
Mhm. Yeah, most definitely important.
Yeah, sometimes I meet people and well, and my students, y'all, I used to have a bunch of paper business cards. They were like, "What is that?" Kids were they so mean. They were like, "What is that?" They were like, "You know, you can make this electric. Why would you do that?" And I'm like, "Oh." And so,
I do
but
too.
and that's one thing that I had to work on was
Mhm.
follow up. You know, you
Mhm.
meet people, and
Mhm.
then, like you said, you're looking for their card. But
Mhm.
if you do it with the digital thing,
Yes.
you don't have to look for it. It's
Yeah.
always there.
Yeah.
So, so you got two pieces of advice. You got anything else for them? So we've given you some really what I think is good advice, and it's free. So take heed. Um, Here's the other thing. What about taking time for you?
Okay.
Because
Yes.
you got a lot of things, and she's a
Yes.
mom.
Mhm.
Okay, she's
Mhm.
got two beautiful children. I call them my niece and nephew. So you've got all these moving parts. Do you think it's important for business owners to take time for themselves?
It's very important. Anybody I meet know I don't work on Sundays. So they'll say, "Oh, I forgot you're off on Sundays, right?" Yes. It's very, very rare that I'll do Sundays. I have a couple of churches in there now, so setup, they do their own setup
Oh,
now
good.
because I had to learn to no longer do setup. I would set it up for the first time so they could see how they do it.
Yeah.
And then I was talking to someone else, and she said, "No, they do their own." So I said, "Okay, so y'all get everything out you need, put it all back,
Mm-hmm.
make sure everything is together."
Mm-hmm.
So on Sundays, I go in between the churches to just go set up the divider because one is smaller and they don't need
Okay.
as much space. But other than that, I'm off on Sundays.
But see, you had to set that boundary
Mhm.
because you know how people will.
Mhm.
Well, could you just come for a little while? But
Mm-mm.
if you don't set those boundaries, guys,
Yes.
you will find yourself burning the candle at both
Mhm.
ends, and
Most
then
definitely.
then
Mhm.
you're no earthly good.
Hello. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you're snapping at people.
Yep.
And I share this with people all the time. One thing I do when I come home from work now and my family, it's kind of a running joke. I take 1 hour for me every day.
Mhm.
I come in, I speak, hey, how's everybody doing? Then I go upstairs. I turn on the television, although I'm usually not watching it. It's sort of
Mhm.
like a background noise.
Mhm.
And I just, for one
Decompress.
hour,
Mhm.
just take just a 60 minutes for
Mhm.
myself.
Mhm.
And then I come back downstairs, a better version of myself, because
Yes.
before,
Mm.
trying to be superwoman, but
Mhm.
I'm like Karen White said, I'm not your superwoman.
Hello.
I
Mm-mm.
can't do it.
Mm-mm.
I would snap at everybody and like, what? Now I come down, hi. I hope did everybody have
Yes.
a great day?
Yes.
And but it's because I've given myself
Mhm.
permission
Yes.
to just relax
Yes.
for 60 minutes. And what is
Yes.
that?
Yes.
Think about all the hours
Yeah.
in the day.
You have to. You
Yeah.
have to shut down for some point in time. Otherwise, I don't want God to shut me down. He done
Oh,
it before.
oh,
And baby, you ain't getting up.
okay.
He ain't gonna be down, down. So I'm like, yeah, down
Yeah.
bad. So, but if something's happening on a Sunday, I give myself Monday,
Mhm.
because Monday is usually my admin day. So I try to have certain things set for certain days.
Mhm.
So I'm not figuring out what I need to do. So
Well, that's
after
smart
Sunday,
too.
yeah. So I do my admin on on Monday, and then calls and emails and whatever inboxes I didn't get,
Hmm.
I address all that on Monday.
Okay, that's good too. Y'all are getting some good nuggets. I hope you're taking notes. If not, go back and watch it again and take notes. Okay. So, nothing wrong with going back to watch it. So, here's the other thing I want to ask you about. What if there's somebody, and you touched on it earlier. What if there's somebody out there who's trying to start, trying to get an event space, trying to be a baker or a DJ? You mentioned about having a mentor and being a part of a group.
Yes, yes.
What role does that play in your success?
Uh, it plays a great role because a mentor has already gone before you, done some things that you haven't done. So you
Mm.
don't have to recreate the wheel. So there's times when I was saying, I could do this, I can do that. And I was like, let me see. He had the program and I saw it. I went to the workshop. I said, I'm going to get that program. Then I
Mm-hmm.
waited for a while because I was working and I didn't want to try to do too much. And then I went through the program and it's solidified a lot of things that I thought, but
Mm-hmm.
it also gave me some great ideas.
Yeah.
It's a community on Facebook that I'm a part of. There's a chat that we're a part of as well. So majority of the people on Facebook, it's like a family. So when we like somebody gets their place, it's like yay,
Cele- and there's
congratulations.
nothing wrong with
Yep.
celebrating others.
Mhm.
Please
Mhm.
celebrate and
Most definitely.
support.
Yes, most definitely.
Support. Okay,
Mhm.
go ahead.
Yeah, so like one girl just opened her space in Lawrenceville, and I told them to try to come to her open house.
Uh-huh.
I didn't make it, but I sent her a message on the Facebook page, and I said, "Hey, I'm going to come see you one day." She said, "Oh, please do."
Yeah.
So I make connections with a lot of these ladies,
Mm-hmm.
and people don't even have to be ladies, but it's a few people I know from the event space industry,
Mm-hmm.
and I connect with them
Yeah.
because we sit down, we come together with different stuff. One girl, I was telling her how I did my flyer, and another guy I mentioned to him, and he was like, "Well, yours seemed like it worked. You got two churches," and I was like, here's my flyer." I'm like, "That's fine." I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I'm not there to do
Oh
that.
my God. I'm so glad because there's I don't know how many billions of people in this world.
Hmm.
Why are we trying to be gatekeepers? You're not really helping yourself.
Right.
You're really hurting yourself because you're
Exactly.
blocking some things
Yes.
that could be coming to you.
Yes.
So don't be a gatekeeper. Don't let somebody say, "Well, that's how she is. She a gate." No,
Hmm.
be willing to help other people, and I think that's really key
Hmm.
when we're business
It
people.
is. It
Because
is.
something else that you mentioned, how when you can't accommodate somebody,
Hmm.
you let somebody else know,
Yes.
and the vice versa. When they
Yes.
can't, they let you know. But that's
Exactly.
because you've allowed that
Hmm.
that to
Yes.
happen. You're like,
Yes.
hey, I know I can't do, but you instead
Hmm.
of you saying, well, I don't know what you're gonna do.
And the thing is, you don't know what kind of blessings will come back to you by blessing somebody else.
Hmm.
Because somebody came recently, she needed a baby shower, already was booked. I gave her two places.
Nice.
And I told her, I said, check out this lady and check out this person. So it's in the industry, you might have some doggy dog people, but that's not what I'm in it for.
Hmm.
Because my thing is, if I can help somebody out, I'll help you.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if you step on my toes, well, I just can't. I ain't. Nope.
Sure.
It ain't happening.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, and because we our mamas didn't raise no fools.
Hello. Hello. No,
But
ma'am.
that is so true, about being willing to help other people, and for other people who have received help, make sure you're helping the next person.
Exactly.
That's where they got the saying, each one teach one.
Exactly.
We must, and as women, we're both women business owners. I know that there's not enough hours in the day for me to do everything.
It's not.
So, and like Donna said, the blessings just come back, and when you least expect it.
And yes.
And that's the
Yes.
beautiful part, where it's
Yes.
like, wow, I wasn't even expecting that.
Exactly.
So I want you all, she's going to give you the way that you can contact her, her social media, email. Like I always say, send a carrier pigeon if you need to stop by. It's right off of Main Street
Yes.
in the humongous city of Snellville, because we growing, y'all.
Yes.
We
Yes.
growing, okay? So how can they reach you?
Several ways. So number one, my website is up and coming. My son, who's the DJ, is also working on my website. So we're located. You can stop by. Saturdays, I'm generally doing an open house from 10 to 12. It may change if an event is there. However, you can come by at 1990 Main Street East, Suite F, and in Snellville, 30078. You can reach out to us at 470-206-0107, on IG at Studio 107 Venue, Facebook at Studio 107. I believe that is what I think that's.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
so
she's giving you several ways, so don't say I didn't know how to get in touch with you. Yes, you do. She's and I said the carrier pigeon,
yes,
okay?
and yes, ma'am. And if you don't mind, I'm having an event this weekend for
Awesome.
anybody that wants to come through. It is called a live music experience. So we will be also celebrating my birthday. So we want you to come by. Tickets are $30. We have a live jazz, live sax player and a vocalist. There'll be
Awesome.
refreshments, beverages, and even some dance music, grown folks style. So come on out.
That's awesome. And I told, well, she's not going to cook because it's her birthday, but she will have someone there who has wonderful, wonderful hors d'oeuvres for you. And I'm just so happy for you, so
Thank you.
excited for you because I remember when we first met, you were talking about this, and to
Yes.
see it come to fruition
Yes.
is just an amazing thing. To
Yes.
see another person just walk in their destiny, walk in their
Yes.
gift is just a beautiful thing. So I also want to take a moment to tell you about a couple of things that are going on for Cradle Inspired Enterprises and the She Leads Foundation. On September 29th, we're doing a goal reset. And I tell people, you don't have to wait till the first of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You can do a goal reset anytime. And so you can visit my website at www.cradleconsulting.com. That's one thing. And then my big conference, the seventh, and Donna's been coming since the beginning, the seventh annual Sister Circle Summit
Wow.
is coming. And it's,
7.
yes. And our theme this year is Sisterhood Unleashed.
Ooh.
Y'all better you
Yes.
better get ready because it's going to be amazing. We look forward to seeing you then.
Yes.
I thank you, Donna, for taking time out of your schedule
Yes.
to be with me this evening. I thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Hemp Entertainment, y'all get all your videography, graphic, photography needs met through Hemp Entertainment, H.E.M.P. Entertainment. And so we just thank you for joining us this evening. We look forward to seeing you again. Take care, and we'll be back soon at Dr. Marcia's Lounge.
All right. Good night.